Hello friends, it's Kathy Clement with Kathy by Design. I am so glad you could join me here today. I have a super fun little Halloween project to share with you. This is one of my card folios, and this is made with Authentique's brand new Bewitched collection. And this is a super fun, I'll just give you a quick peek inside. This is the 6x6. I used the collection kit actually to make this little album, this little folio. But look at the fun patterns, great. Authentique does such a great job with their patterned papers. Look, great check, nice little script, beautiful stripes. So this is just a super fun collection, and I'm going to do a tutorial for you in a minute to show you how to build this folio base. But first I thought we would just take a look at the cover. This is a 5x7 side opening folio, which is a little bit different. It has a 1/4 inch spine, and I've just decorated the covers up with a bunch of the patterned papers from the 12x12 collection kit. And the collection kit also comes with these really fun stickers. So I layered up the papers. This is a Cherry Lynn doily, I think it's called Lilith. And then beautiful tangerine satin ribbon from Really Reasonable Ribbon, and some Wild Orchard Crafts purple flowers that I also get from Really Reasonable Ribbon. This is the Really Reasonable Ribbon September ribbon collection kit, and then look at these darling images. I love Authentique's Halloween collections because they're not creepy and they're not too cutesy. They're just whimsical and fun. So this is all layered up with dimensionals. These are numbers that I had in my stash, but you could, you know, die cut them and put them there. And then this opens out like this. And inside, on this side, you've got this really fun 3.5x4 waterfall folio feature that I've just put together with the dancing skeletons and the check. And then these were rhinestones that I had in my stash. I included a little pocket in here with a matted sticker from the collection. But you can put, how fun will this be to put pictures of your Halloween party, your kids or your pets dressed in their Halloween costumes, and then just another little matted sticker over here. And then on this side, there's this little, I call these pocket boxes, and I've stuffed this with, it's Halloween, gotta have candy. So a really fun tag, and I made this just by cutting a 4x4.5 piece of cardstock, matting it with the dancing skeleton paper. I cropped the corners with a corner chomper, and then just added these cute stickers, and I turned this sticker into a pocket to hold the chocolate. And this has tabs on the side, so I just folded the tabs down and turned it into a pocket. And then I took another sticker, matted it on black cardstock, ran a ribbon through the top, boom, instant tag. Super fun and easy. Layered this fun argyle arrow with a purple candy sticker, and you can also fit photos in here. So that's the project that we're going to be making today. I'm going to show you how to make the base. And then once you learn how to make the base, you can decorate it up however you want with whatever papers you want. So I'll be back in just a minute. We'll do the tutorial for building the base. Don't go away. Okay, so here we are. And first of all, you're going to want to get your supplies together. You're going to need the Authentique Bewitched 12x12 collection kit. And the reason you want the collection kit is that it comes with these really fun cardstock stickers that I've used throughout the folio. Then you're going to need a scoring tool, a ruler, some glue, 1/4 inch score tape, scissors, bone folder, scoring tool, pencil. Pretty basic. And then you're also going to want your ribbon, your buttons, your flowers, and 2 sheets. Actually, I think you're going to need 3 sheets of 8.5x11 black cardstock. And you want this to be, this is about 110 pounds. You want this to be sturdy because this is, again, the base. So I started out and I just cut my 8.5x11 into 2 5" by 8.5" strips of paper. And we're going to join these. Let me move this out of the way. We're going to join these to make our folio base. So to do that, I take a strip of 1/4" score tape and I run it right along the edge, and then just peel off the liner tape and line these two pieces up, and I use the edge of the tape as my guide to make sure everything is straight. So now we've got this big long piece of black cardstock that we can turn into our base. So you're going to place this on your folio and find the point, flip this over for this, find the point where you joined the papers. I don't know if you can pick that up on the camera, but you're just going to score right there and then move 1/4 inch to the left and score again. And this is going to give you a little bit of trouble because the tape is there, but you just persist with it until you get a really good score line there. And then you're just going to fold this and burnish it, and fold this and burnish it. And that is that. So now, I didn't want my folio cover to be this long, so I came back with my ruler, and you're just going to measure off from the spine 7 inches here, and then flip it over and measure 7 inches here, and then bring in a cutting tool, and you're just going to trim this down, and then you'll have your 5x7 folio. So pretty simple, right, to build the base. Just move this out of the way. So now you've got your 1/4". This is what allows you to put that pocket in. Now, I always do the inside of a project before I do the outside, because it's just a whole lot easier to work with. So the very first thing you're going to do is pick your designer papers, and you're going to cut them so that they're slightly smaller. So I would say 6 3/4 wide by probably 4 3/4 tall, and line both sides. And we're not going to do that right now, but you can see here how I did that. I used this really cool orange spider web pattern and this really wonderful geometric stripe. And once you get those down, you can move on to the next thing. And the first thing we're going to do is the waterfall on this side, on the left. Now to do the waterfall, this is the easiest trick in the world. You are just going to cut black cardstock or whatever color you want to use to measure 4 inches wide by 4 1/4 inches tall. Then you place it on your scoring tool, and you're just going to score over 1/2 inch on each one, and then burnish it. So that's that. And then I use a corner chomper. This is from Cropper Hopper, and I've had it forever. And this is the one that has the deco on one side and the stub on the other. And you're just going to put the corner, and you're just going to crop out the edges. Then, remember, this is lined with your designer paper. You're going to put a strip of your score tape on this flap, and you're going to line the flap up with the edge of your designer paper. And the first one goes like this. Now see how you have this raw edge, and the tricky thing about a waterfall is you got to keep it straight, which is why I like this. That's why I used this horizontal lined paper, because it gave me a guide along the top so I could see that I was making it straight. So you're going to press this down. Then you've got your next one that you've made. You're going to cut 6 of these total. And then do you see how this is folded? And this fold lines right up with, of course yours is glued so it's not going to move on you, but it's lined right up with the raw edge. And I also, with these, I decorate these before I glue them down. It's just so much easier. So I just cut this black check paper 1/4 of an inch smaller, and then this is one of the really fun cut apart images from the cut apart page, and I added these little rhinestone page turners because it's Halloween and it's fun. And just go through, line your pages, of course this is where your photos will go, and then glue that in. And then the last thing you'll do on this waterfall feature is just mat the sticker. Or you could put a pocket here if you wanted a pocket, whatever you want to do. But then it's just really simple to finish that. Now I'm going to show you how to make this pocket box. You're going to measure your cardstock to be 8 inches wide by 3 inches tall. And I'm going to need my score tool again here. And then what I do is I just lay this on my scoring tool. And I've already started work on this one, but you can see. You're going to measure, you're going to score 1/4 inch and 1/4 inch. Then you're going to put it on the long side, and you're going to score 1/4 inch and 1/4 inch. Then you're going to turn it, and you're going to do the same thing here, 1/4 inch and 1/4 inch. And then use your bone folder to burnish all these folds. And this way it'll fall in place nicely for you. So once you've burnished all your folds, the next thing you're going to do on the right hand side, I'll show you what I did. I cut from the bottom up to the second horizontal score line, and then I just angled my scissor out to bevel the edge. Then you're going to come back, and this second vertical, the inner vertical score line, start at the bottom, snip up to that second horizontal score line, and then just cut that little corner out. And I'm going to show you over here exactly what I did. So here's our first vertical score line. We've gone up and we've beveled. Now we're going to come in and we're going to start at the bottom, and we're going to snip straight up to this horizontal line, then just turn it and cut that little corner out. Now what you've done is you've created a box, a little mini box, and you're just going to fold your sides in with this tab like this and roll this right around, and you're going to add a little dab of glue to the tab like that, and a little dab of glue right here. And you'll have to hold this in place for a second or two. But then once you've done this, you've got this great dimensional box pocket that you can tuck loads of goodies into. Show you again, a little dot of glue here, and this folds into here. And then this piece is going to fold over like this, and you're going to put a little dot of glue here and hold it. So then once this is done, you're going to use a circle punch. No, you're going to line it with a 1/4 inch smaller piece of designer paper, and then just use your circle punch to cut a thumb hole. And then this will glue down right here. So you're going to line it up next to the spine, and it's going to fit just perfectly. And now you've made this wonderful little box pocket that you can fill up. So that's really it. It's a very simple tutorial. I think this is a great thing to give to adults for Halloween, but you could certainly send it to kids too, and you can change out the candy you want to use. You can change out the papers that you want to use. So Authentique Bewitched, super fun. Just no tricks, all treats. Thanks for joining me.